Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. Okay, today in this English online class, we are going to discuss the question answers of listen and uncomfortable bit. But before I discuss the question answers, let's discuss the summary. Okay, so first, I would love to ask few questions from you to check whatever you know about the story. Okay, so let's start. So, my dear students, my first question is why did narrator go to Picardy? Okay, so I'm going to give turn to yes, Kritagya. Please give me the answer. I have unmuted you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning. Please give me the answer. Why did the narrator go to
Ma'am,
Picardy?
ma'am, the narrator went to Picardy.
Yes.
Ma'am, narrator went to Picardy to stay for the hunting season in a chateau in Picardy.
Okay, your answer is correct. So I'm okay. So my dear students, the narrator of the story went to Picardy because he was fond of hunting. Okay, so he went to stay with some his friends in chateau in Picardy. Okay, so my dear students, so what kind of friends he had? Okay, so I'm going to give turn to that is, I'm going to give turn to Kinjal Sharma. Kinjal, I have unmuted you. Please give me the answer.
Ma'am, his
Yes. Okay, wait. You. Okay.
ma'am, his
Yes, Kinjal.
ma'am, his friends were fond of practical jokes.
So he had funny friends who were fond of practical jokes. Okay, so my dear students, what happened as soon as he reached there? You know what? As soon as he reached there, he just, okay, his friends, they just gave him princely reception. Okay, it means they welcomed him in a great way and they embraced him, they cajoled him, and because of that, you know what happened due to that? Okay, due to that, he became suspicious. Okay, he became suspicious. He began to think that he was going to be the victim of the prank. Okay, he thought that they had planned something. They had planned a practical joke. Okay, on him. Okay, so what happened due to that? Okay, due to this, he became very much alert. Okay, alert means okay, what he started doing, he started noticing each word, meaning, everything. Okay, and he became restless. Why he became restless? You know why? Because he wanted to know about the prank. Okay, then he became, and what happened due to this? You know what? He became overconscious. Okay, so when his friends went to see him off to his room, okay, he became very doubtful. Okay, what he did, he became very much afraid. Okay, what he did, he just shut the door. Okay, he did not move even an inch. Okay, and he was holding a candle in his hand. And you know what? When he heard the laughter and the whispering in the corridor, okay, he thought that his friends were spying on him. Okay, so he cast a glance. Okay, the furniture, the ceiling, the floor, etc. Okay, so what happened? So an idea came into his mind, and what was the idea? Yes, he what he did, he lighted all the candles that were on the mantelpiece. Okay, so my dear students, you know what? He became overconscious, and because of this, you know what he did? When he went over the window, he just when he found the wooden shutters open, so he just shut them in a careful way. Okay, he just shut them carefully, and he drew all the curtains and placed a chair in front of them, and he sat cautiously. So my dear students, you know what? When he entered the room, he did not the armchair was solid. Okay, but he did not venture to get into the bed. Why? Because the bed was suspicious looking to him. And why it looked suspicious? You know why? Because he thought that his friends had made arrangements in it for the prank. Okay, so what he did, he drew the curtains. Okay, but he found nothing. Everything was okay. So actually, he knew that his friends were fond of practical jokes. So, number of thoughts came into his mind. The first thought, he thought that he was going perhaps to get a cold shower bath from overhead. Okay, and the second thought that came into his mind that was that as soon as he would stretch his arm, he would fell from the bed. Okay, so you know what happened, he remembered all the pranks which he had experienced in the past. So one thing happened quickly. So an idea came and he thought of a plan. Okay, he thought that it could save him from being fooled. Okay, so what he did, he just got hold of the side of the mattress. Okay, and drew it himself. Okay, drew it to himself. So what happened? He just rearranged the bed in the middle of the floor and he lay on it. Okay, what he did, he just extinguished, he just put out all the candles and there was darkness in the room. So, my dear students, you know what happened due to that? Okay, so he just remained awake for 1 hour at least. Okay, so what happened? So, when everything was quiet, when he thought that his friends had gone to sleep, okay, so he just went to sleep. Also, he was in a deep sleep. So, what happened at that time? So, an accident happened. And what was the accident? He was awakened by the fall of a heavy body. Okay, what happened due to that? And he got something burning liquid. He got something that was burning liquid. So, burning liquid fell on his face, on his neck, and on his chest. Okay, so what happened due to that? So he was very much, he felt suffocated because of the weight of that heavy body and he wanted to put that away. So what he did, he just stretched out his hand, wanted to feel what was it. So you know what? So he just felt a face, a nose, and whiskers. Okay, so he was very angry and he gave a blow over this face. And what he received? And he received a feast, blows of feast, okay, on his face. So he immediately got up. Okay, he just ran to the corridor and made a loud cry. And you know what happened due to that? His all friends reached there. Okay, what they found? So they found a valet laying on the improvised bed. So, my dear student, what had happened? So, you know what had happened? So, Valet, while bringing his morning tea, okay, so he just tripped over this obstacle. What was the obstacle? The improvised bed made by the narrator. Okay, he just tripped over this obstacle and everything which he carried, breakfast, tea, fell on the narrator. So, my dear students, the precaution the narrator had taken in closing the shutters and making going to sleep in the middle of the floor had made this accident. So, so what happened? So, my dear students, actually, the narrator, in the process of actually from saving himself from being fooled, he just unknowingly made a prank on him. I hope this story, this summary is very much clear to you. Now let's discuss the question answers. Okay, so the question answers we have already discussed context to reference, which is given at page number 117. So that is part number A. We have already done that. Now we'll discuss context, reference to context second. Okay, so that is the precautions I had taken. So I had taken in closing the shutters and going to sleep in the middle of the room had only brought about the interlude I had been striving to avoid. Okay, So my dear student, first question, what were the precautions the narrator had taken? So I'm going to give turn to my students, okay? So that is Divya. Divya, I have unmuted you. Divya, please.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, dear. Did you get the story?
The precautions that the narrator had taken are the closing the shutters and going to sleep in the middle of the room.
Very good. Your answer is correct. Excellent. Superb. Okay. So how to write the
Thank
answer?
you, ma'am.
Okay. So the precautions the narrator had taken, that what he did. Sorry, you have to write like this. So he just closing the shutters and going to sleep in the middle. Okay, were the precautions that the narrator had taken. Is it clear? What more thing he did? What he did?
Yes, ma'am.
He just lighted all the candles. Okay, so he lighted all the candles, closing the shutters and going to sleep in the middle of the floor. Okay, the precautions the narrator had taken. I hope it is clear too. It is clear. So okay, so next question. Now let us discuss the next. So next is, why had he taken these precautions? Why? What was the reason? So I'm going to give turn to Mehak. So Mehak, please. I've unmuted you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, dear. Please give me the answer.
He had taken these precautions because he thought that his friends might have planned a practical joke for him.
Wow, that's great. The answer is correct. Keep it up. Excellent. Star. So, the precaution. Okay. So, actually, he thought that his friend had, they had planned a practical joke for him. So, he wanted to hinder. You can write the answer like this. He wanted to hinder the joke, or you can write like this. He did not want to be the victim of the prank. Okay. So you can write in any way. He did not want to be the victim of the prank, and the other way is that he want to hinder. So he want to hinder their plans. Okay. So now let's discuss the another. Okay. So next question is, what was the interlude that took place despite of narrator's attempt to avoid it? So what was the interlude that took place despite of the narrator's attempt to avoid it? Narrator tried to avoid the situation, but what was the interlude? Okay, so I'm going to give turn to Shantanu. Shantanu, please unmute yourself. Okay, I've unmuted you. Please give me the answer.
Ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, dear.
Ma'am, the interlude that took place despite of the narrator attempt to avoid it at Valet, while bringing his morning cup of tea, had tripped over this obstacle in the middle of the floor and fallen on his stomach, spilling in spite of himself his breakfast over his face.
Wow, that's great, Shantanu. Your answer is correct. So what was the interlude? The interlude was the valet, while bringing his morning cup of tea, had tripped over this obstacle in the middle of the floor and fallen on his stomach, spilling in spite of himself his breakfast over his face. Wow, that's great. So now let's discuss another question. Okay. So the next question is, so we have already discussed the first two questions of the part B. Okay. So now we'll discuss question number 3. That is, okay. So this, what kind of practical jokes did the narrator think his friends would do? So what kind of practical jokes would the narrator think his friends would do? So I'm going to give turn to, wow, that's great, Kritin. Kritin, I have just unmuted you. Kritin. Very good morning. Please speak a bit louder. Your voice is not audible. Speak a bit louder. Okay, your answer is correct. But you know what? Your voice is not clear. So I'm going to give turn to Kinjal. Kinjal, I have unmuted you.
Ma'am,
Yes, Kinjal.
Ma'am, the narrator was thinking that his friend that the cold water would be split on his head while bathing, and when he will stretch his arm, so he would be fall from the bed.
Wow, answer is given at page number 15. Your answer is correct, Kinjal. Very good, excellent. So answer is given at page number 115. So you can line number 5th. Okay. So he thought that the narrator thought that he was going perhaps to receive a cold shower bath from overhead, or perhaps the moment he stretched, I pronoun will be converted into he. So he stretched himself out. Okay. So he would fall from the bed. I hope it is clear to you. Now let's discuss the another question. Okay. So next question we have, that is the next question, that is, what accident did the narrator wake up to, and what did he do immediately after waking up? What was the accident? Okay, so I am going to give turn to, yes, Pavneet. I have unmuted you. Yes. Pavneet. She's not being unmuted. Okay, wait. So I'm going to give turn to Mehak. Mehak, I have unmuted you.
Ma'am, the answer is he was awakened with a start by the fall of a heavy body tumbling right on top of his own body. He received a burning liquid on his face, on his neck, and on his chest. He launched out a blow over the face of the
Wow,
heavy
very
body.
good. Your answer is correct, Mehak. Excellent, superb. So, my dear student, what was the accident? So what was the accident? So, while he was in a deep sleep, he was awakened by the fall of a heavy body. Okay. So, because of it, okay, he received a burning liquid on his face, on his nose, and on his chest. Okay, and what he did, he stretched out his hand, okay, to feel what was the nature of the object, and he just gave a blow to over this face. So this was the accident, and what he did immediately, he just gave a blow over this face. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. So now let's discuss another question. Okay, so that is, so next question we have, that is, what actions by the narrator had caused this accident? What actions of the narrator? So I'm going to give turn to, yes, Divya. Divya, I have unmuted you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, Vitte. Yes.
The precautions the narrator had taken in closing the shutters and going to sleep in the middle of the room had brought the interlude.
Wow, that's great. So what? So your answer is correct. So what were the actions? So actions were what he did. He just closed all the shutters and he rearranged his bed in the middle of the floor. So these were the actions, and these actions brought actually the accident. You are not supposed to write interlude, write accident. Okay. So the precautions. So it is given at page number 16, last paragraph. The precaution I will be converted into he. So the precaution he had taken in closing the shutters and going to sleep in the middle of the room had caused this accident. You have to write like this. I hope it is clear to you. So now let's discuss another question which is very much important. Okay. The question is, write a character sketch on the narrator of the story. How will you write? So I'm going to give turn to, so Nishchay. Nishchay, I have unmuted you. Yes, Nishchay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning. Speak a bit louder, please.
The accident the narrator wake up to was
Okay. I'm going to give turn to, wait, I'm going to give turn to Shivain. Shivain, please. I have unmuted you.
Good morning.
Shivain.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, dear. How are you?
Ma'am, I am fine.
Okay, now write a character sketch on the narrator of the story. What kind of person he was? Okay, please tell me.
Ma'am, he was a fisherman.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, he was afraid of his friends
Okay.
because they practical jokes on them on him.
Okay, that's good. Your
They
answer.
do practical jokes on him.
Okay, this is what? Okay, my dear student, your answer is correct. Okay. So I'll tell you how to write the answer. Your answer is correct, Shivain. So first you can write like this. So first you need to make some points. So do you remember? So at first when he just reached, so when he got the princely reception, he became suspicious. So he is a suspicious man. Okay, what kind of person he is? So I'm going to write it here. Suspicious. So he is a suspicious man. So when, as soon as he was a suspicious man, so as soon as he reached Picardy, okay, he began to suspect that his friends were going to play a prank on him. So this is how you can explain. So next, he is very much alert. So when alert means, okay, so when he got to know that his friends were going to make a plan, so they had something for him, practical joke for him. So he became very much alert. How he became alert? He noticed each word, each sentence. Okay. Okay. So next is restless. Restless. So he was a restless person. So he became restless. Why? Because he wanted to know about the prank and he was not getting it. Okay. So the next is, he was a suspicious man. He was alert. He was restless and he was afraid. So he became very much afraid. Okay. So what he did, so as soon as he reached the apartments, what he did, he just closed the door, did not move even a single step. Okay. He did not move. Okay. So, and you know what? He last but not least, he was overconscious. Okay. So he was suspicious, alert, restless, afraid, and one more thing, he was, what kind of person he was? He was overconscious. So he was overconscious person. So because of his overconsciousness, he drew all the curtains. He lighted all the what he did. He drew all the curtains. He just closed all the shutters. Okay, he rearranged his bed. Okay, so what kind of person he was? He was suspicious. Okay, he was restless. He was alert, and he was overconscious. Okay. So my dear students, I hope it is clear to you. So now we'll discuss another question. So that is, what actions by the narrator had caused this accident? Sorry, we have already discussed that. Do you think the narrator was responsible for the accident that happened to him? So do you think that? So I'm going to give turn to So I'm going to give turn to battery. So I'm going to give turn to, that is, Pavneet. Pavneet, I have unmuted you. Pavneet is not being. Okay. Okay, she's not being unmuted. So I'm going to give turn to Angel. Angel, I have unmuted you. Yes, Angel.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning, dear. Could you please explain, do you think the narrator was responsible for the accident that happened to him?
No, he was not responsible for the accident that happened to him.
No, your answer is not correct. He was absolutely responsible. He was overconscious. He rearranged his bed. Okay, the valet did not know about the obstacle, and what happened to him? He had tripped over. So, my dear student, so okay, I'll just explain it to you. So, okay, I'm going to give turn to uh, yes, Kritigya. Kritigya, I have unmuted you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, the
Speak a bit
answer
louder.
is-
Speak a bit louder, please.
Ma'am, the answer is yes, the narrator was responsible for the incident that happened to him because he rearranged his bed and the valet did not knew about it, so that he is responsible for the incident that happened to him.
Very good. Your answer is correct, but you have to write he did not know. So always use first form of the verb when you are using did. Okay. So he did not know about the
Okay, ma'am.
interlude, or he did not know about the obstacle. Okay. So he had tripped over it. So you know what? How to write this
Okay.
answer? Your answer is correct, Kritigya. So big clap for you, and I'm highly impressed. You always respond in the class. So you have to write like this. Yes, we do agree that the narrator. Yes, we think that the narrator was responsible for the accident that happened to him because in the process of saving himself from being fooled, he unknowingly made a prank on him. This is a simple way. Okay, so I'm going to repeat it. So in the process of, yes, what is the answer? Yes, we think the narrator, yes, we are agree that the narrator was responsible for the accident had happened to him because in the process of saving himself from being fooled, okay, he unknowingly made a prank on him. This is the answer. You can give the answer like this. Okay, if you want to explain, then you can write like this. He was overconscious. He rearranged his bed in the middle of the floor facing the entrance door, and you know what, the valet did not know about it, and he had tripped over it, and everything fell on the narrator. So obviously narrator was responsible. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. So my dear students, so now let's discuss the back exercise. So we have already discussed contest, reference to contest, and the question answer. Now discuss the back exercise that is given at page number 117. So I'm going to discuss it with you. Okay. So first, so please look at the board. Okay. So here I have just written one sentence. The teacher punished him. Okay, so the teacher punished him. So my dear students, in this sentence, what is the verb? So please give me the answer. Okay, so I have unmuted you. Divya, please give me the answer.
Please repeat the question.
The question is, I have written one sentence. The teacher punished him. So which word is verb?
Punished.
Very good. Your answer is correct. Okay. This
Sorry,
word
teacher,
is verb,
teacher.
okay.
Punished.
So
Punished.
the teacher punished him. The teacher. Next sentence. The teacher gave
Punished.
him. The teacher gave him punishment. The teacher gave him punishment. Now, my dear student, which word is verb in this sentence? You tell, please. Tell, hurry up. Hurry up, hurry up. So I'm going to unmute Mehak. Mehak,
Ma'am, please repeat the question.
the question is, this sentence I have written. The teacher gave him punishment. Now in this sentence, which word is verb? You identify. You have to identify the verb.
Gave him punishment.
Which word? Hurry up, fastly.
Gave.
Very good. Your answer is correct. So in this sentence, gave is verb.
Ma'am.
Okay. So Mehak, listen to me.
Ma'am, I could not get the answer of that question. Do you think that?
Okay, you will get the recorded lecture. Watch it again. You will definitely get it. Okay. So now in this sentence, teacher gave him what? Punishment. Now please look at this word, punishment. Now this word is noun. Now this word is noun. In the first sentence, punish, that was verb. Now it has become punishment in the second sentence. How did it happen? Okay. So this word, look at this word. Punish. Punish. So this is the word. Punish is the verb. Okay. So when now punish, punish. Now ment, mint, punishment. Now this word is noun. Now this word is noun. What's the difference? How did it happen? So my dear student, when we have one word and we add a letter or a set of letter at the end of any word, the meaning becomes changed. Okay. Now the first we had punish, that was the verb so when we added set of letter ment, it became noun. So we have, what has happened? So my dear student, this verb has been converted into noun. So you know what these kinds of words are known? Yes, these words are suffixes. These words are called suffixes. Suffixes are the words when we add a letter or a set of letter at the end of any word and the meaning gets changed. Now the verb has become noun by adding ment with this word. Okay. So I hope it is clear to you. Now exercise is given in at page number 118. Please open your book. So we have number of words. So first word is we have emit. E-M-I-T, emit. Now this is the word. This is the verb. So you have to convert it. Okay, you have to change it into noun. So please add some set of letter to convert it from verb. Okay, to make it noun. So I'm going to give turn to Kinjal. Okay, I've just given you turn.
Yes, ma'am.
So please tell me.
Ma'am, admission.
No, it's emit. The word is E-M-I-T, emit. Okay, if anybody else knows the answer. Okay, the word is emission. E-M-I, it's double S-I-O-N. So we are, so what we have did, I have just deleted T. I've just added these set of letters, double S-I-O-N, emission. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. So now this word has become noun. Is it clear? So now let's discuss another word. Okay. So next word is brave. So we have this word brave. Okay. Now please. Okay. Now I'm going to give turn to. Okay. So everybody has written bravery in chat box. Your answer is correct. Big clap for you. So bravery. B-R-A-V-E-R. So what we have added? Simply Y. Okay. I hope it is clear. So next is punish. P-U-N-I-S-H. So you already know that. So please send the answer in the chat box. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I want to see. I'm going to check the chat box. Yes, punishment. Very good. Your answer is correct. P-U-N-I-S-H. So set of letter M-E-N-T, ment. Okay, this has been added after this word. Now the word is punishment. Now the last word, that is divide. Divide. D-I-V-I-D-E, divide. Now please send the answer in the chat box. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I want to. Hurry up. So divider, dividend, division. So number of the words are there. Very good, excellent. So I'm going to write divider. D-I-V-I-D-E-R, divider. Okay, excellent. Now sing. Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, give me the answer. Send the answer in chat box. Sing. Hurry up. Make suffixes. Hurry up. So I'm going to check the chat box. Wow, singer, singing. Okay, singer. So we have this sing. So next is singer. So I hope it is clear to you. Okay. So my dear students, you already have done this exercise which is given at page number 119. Read the following sentences to provide the correct form of infinitives. To plus verb first. I think you have already done that. Now everything is clear. Now, my dear student, what you have to do now, listen to the homework. So today's homework is you have to do all the question answers in your English fair notebook and back exercise in your grammar book. Okay, so you have to do only, so what you have to do, you have to do only this part, part number question. So questions of B part. So you have to do question answers of B part only in your English fair notebook. And you just made a PDF and send it to me for checking. Is it clear? And one more thing. So next week you have your English test. We'll send you the syllabus. So please prepare it well. Okay. So best of luck for it. So tomorrow we'll meet you with another topic. So till then, bye. Okay.